Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki Spiritual Healer. And this is the third time that I'm trying to do this video. I had a client that I was speaking with the other day, and she was telling me that some of the people in her family were trying to make her evil. And, I had a flashback when she said that, because she's absolutely right. The narcissists, and I like to call them the demonic, toxic people, because that's what they are. They are, those byproducts of fallen angels, those evil spirits. So we have an understanding that these people, they want you to be evil. They want you to be just like they are. They cannot believe that you are in their lives, and they are greedy. They are, the scourge of the earth. And you're treating them with respect. They cannot take it that you are not evil just like they are. So they have to try to make you into an evil person. So, this is one of the reasons why I left Georgia, why I left Atlanta, because most of the people who are there are warlocks and witches. Most of the people who are there are practicing in witchcraft. And so they were trying to make me evil, but they had no idea, they had no understanding that the attacks that they were sending up on me, I had a way of cleansing them. I could simply cleanse these people out of my life and separate us from each other, because I could see their intentions. I could see their intentions was, to bring me into control, bring me under their control, bring me into sickness. I could see them sending negative energy, the evil eye. They would just stand there while I'm asleep and send me the evil eye. They would say negative things to me. I could see them in proximity to me, laying tricks, using black magic, walking backwards. So these are the types of understanding. When you see their intentions is to make you evil like them, the only option that you have is to get away from these people, is to separate yourself. And so since I could not move away from them right then, God had not ordained for me to come on this mission yet. He had not moved me yet. So the only option and my intentions was to cleanse these people out of my life, that they would be separated from me, that they would leave me, that they would abandon me. Because if not, then we'll have this understanding that, I will have to defend myself from these types of people. And what we don't want to happen is, when God sees that type of those feelings coming up in you, that you're ready to defend yourself, and unalive one of these people, and harm them, then God will go ahead and separate that situation. When these people are trying to unalive you and harm you, then God will go ahead and separate the situation. So we are having an understanding that these people are intentionally trying to make you evil. They're trying to make you use your power that God has given you, your power, your gifts, for something malevolent, for something against God, for something that is evil. Their intentions is to keep doing negative things to you, around you. in proximity to you. It's like, drawing a gun at your head in order for you to react. And when you do not react, when you simply, your intentions is to just simply cleanse the situation. My cutoff game is fire. When you cleanse the situation, they never could understand that, when we pull out the Zamzam water, when we, stay up all night in prayer, standing in prayer, when we're prostrating to cleanse the situation, to ask God to change the situation, to ask God for his protection, so that, he restrained their hands from you. Those arrows that fly by night, those attacks that they are sending, even while you are asleep, while your back is turned. Because this is how malevolent they are. This is how malevolent they were in my life. And they had to go. They had to go. They simply had to go. And, a lot of people do not understand that your intentions is not to harm anybody, but I will defend myself. I will turn into Moses and strike you with my right hand, and you will be, done with. You'll be done for. Okay, I will get, my stick like Abraham, and I will strike you with my stick, and it will be a problem. It doesn't matter what you understand about these people that you love. They are trying to bring out the worst in you, and it is best if you cannot move away from these people, then you need to know how to cleanse them out of your life, to separate yourself from these malevolent forces, from these malevolent people. Okay, so the waters that were given to Moses, that he had to cut a dry path through the desert, through the sea for his people, that was not by coincidence. This is what God had given them in order to defend them from Pharaoh's people. God grants relief from these types of demonic persons. So we have an understanding that the type of cleansing that was given to Abraham, that when he was thrown in the fire and an angel appeared in there with him, that was the protection sent from God. That was the relief. So when we have to cleanse these people and separate these people from our lives who are using malevolent tactics, and I cannot say it enough, this was, a flashback that I had, because, when you see your own people, laying tricks for you, sending the evil eye, trying to say things to bring you down to their level. And then all you have to do is cleanse the situation, and you see their whole life in shambles, and they fall down and they go boom. So we have a definite understanding that our intentions as the chosen ones are not the same as those who are malevolent, the narcissists. Our intentions is to cleanse these negative people, and you need to be moving fast when I'm telling you certain things that I got to move away from you. You're trying to keep me in poverty when I'm telling you what you're doing, what your evil intent is towards me. Then you need to be moving out of the way, because I don't mind praying to God. I don't mind prostrating. I don't mind fasting for you. I don't mind to separate us. I've had to separate relationships in this way, because these people, they become obsessed with you. They become, obsessed with your energy, and they think that you are a easygoing person. They think that you're a fool. They think that, you're an idiot, that you don't know what they're doing. I've seen people, come up at night and throw things on my car. I've seen people come up and throw things on my porch. I've seen people steal clothes, out of my backyard, off my line. And so whatever their evil intent was, we don't have to stoop to those levels, because I understand that you're trying to send me so much negative energy. Your intent, your anger, you have to raise your vibration into anger, that you have this disgust for me, that you want to see me, sick, impoverished, begging. You want to see me down. And I understand what you're doing. So I have, the raid for cockroaches. I can shield myself from that, and I can teach a spiritual defense from these types of attacks upon people's lives, people who are intentionally trying to make you evil. People who are intentionally using the gifts that God has given them, that they could be using for good for their own life. They would rather attack you. And there is, a cleansing method, a cleansing ritual that you can use. You can use the Zamzam water. And you can reach out to me for the ritual. You can use the holy water in order to cleanse these types of people out of your life. They don't want something that is wholesome, that is good. They want something that is malevolent and filthy. And so if you're not operating in that space, in that air, then they are going to attack you. They are going to try to keep attacking you until they make you evil, or until you do something to their behinds. Very simple. Because we can easily choose violence. We can choose violence. Okay, we don't mind, I'll go sit down for you. But God said that I'm not going to do it today. So he decided to move me out of your midst, out of these people who were warlocks and witches. These people, where I come from, in the business dealings, in the convenience stores, in the sheriff department, the landlords, in the buildings, they're all practicing witchcraft. In your families, in my family, they were practicing witchcraft against the one who wasn't acting like them. So what does that mean? They're trying to make me evil. And so therefore now I see your intent. I see that your evil, wicked design upon me. I see your eye upon me. I'm going to cleanse you out of my life. And I'm going to cleanse you out of my life for good. A lot of the people who I left behind, they know that they can't call me. They have abandoned me. They do not, support me. And I do not care, because all money isn't good money. I don't want your money that you have cursed and then you're going to give it to me. No, thank you. I don't want your, support, and then you're going to go and talk about it with people. You're going to send curses out your mouth. You're going to send people to me to get my personal articles, my personal information, and then you're going to put it on your altar. No, thank you. So you can abandon me. And if you've never been there, then, I'm not worried about it. You haven't been worried about me. I'm not worried about those types of people. They have exposed themselves as witches and warlocks, and they are the ones who are in our lives that are trying to make us evil. Okay, and they've started this at a very early age for some of us. So this has been my flashback. If you guys can resonate with this story, you can, reach out to me. Leave me your comments in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe to me. Book your comments, your one-on-one consultations with me. Book your life coaching sessions or your video chat sessions. Please donate to my channel. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm High Oracle, Reiki spiritual healer. Assalamu alaikum.